Welcome to Ascending with the Arcturians, with your host, Viviane Chauvet. Viviane is an Arcturian hybrid, intergalactic healer, and universal communicator. Join us as we explore an era of quantum consciousness and vibrational shift. Human beings are essence of supreme light, expressed as sentient physical life forms. Our unique soul design contains our blueprint that leads us to light body ascension. We are here to help you evolve beyond this third physical dimension, transcend the past, heal soul wounds, integrate life lessons, and embrace the divine matrix. More than a show, it is an experience that invites you to awaken to the truth of your higher self. Are you ready to return to universal oneness? Ascending with the Arcturians begins now.
Welcome to Ascending with the Arcturian with me, your host, Viviane Chauvet. Stay with us for the next hour. We're going to be talking about star seeds today. Oh, yes. So many of you identify yourself as a star seed. We're going to be able to dive deeper into what it feels like. Talking about also the Earth human lineage that has 7 main root races. There's also talking about the effect on the DNA. And star seeds right now, it's very important because so many people are awakening to a deeper source, a deeper identity, and they can feel it within themselves. So stay with us. We also have a cosmic message, a clearing technique, and 2 amazing upcoming conferences that we're going to talk about at the end of the show. So it's going to be a really, really full hour together here on Transformation Talk Radio. Always happy to be here on behalf of my collective, the Arcturians and I. Star seed. Let's take a deep breath just on the word. He has so much energy. Star seed, what is it? By definition, the soul emanation that originate from another star systems, a galaxy, a universe, a parallel universe, different places, whether it's a Lyran, Sirian, Pleiadians, Arcturian, whether it's also coming from Alpha Centauri. And there's so many star system out there. So imagine how vast the universe is and how diversified life is on this earth. You can see the correlation, and there's no coincidence, as above, so below. So let's dive into the subject of star seed. We're gonna have done some research for you. Now we wanted to dive a little deeper to identify and to feel how that's put in place on the star seed races, the soul groups that comes here, and for what purpose. So let's begin. We always like to start the show with a deep breath, release, and feel also you're opening your acupuncture point, breathing through your spine to your chakras. Let's ground. Let's be present. Star seeds. It says that in the Earth human lineage, apparently there are 7 root races and 5 additional races that were seeded within the Earth gene pool. So the 7 root races are called the Earth seeds. So think about it, Earth seeds, as many people on this planet feel right at home right here. They understand that part of their soul journey, they may have had incarnation or past lives on other planets or in other realms. At the same time, they feel very connected to the earth. That's because they're part of what we call the earth seeds. Each earth seed's root race evolution cycle was to develop one of the first, one of the first 5 DNA strands. So think about strand 1 to 5 of the DNA within the 12-strand DNA original divine human blueprint. So the Earth star seeds, they were originally developed to hold one of the first 5 DNA strands out of the 12. The latter additional 5 races are referred to as the cluster races. So what does it mean? It means that their function was to keep the 12-strand DNA potential alive for the entire human race and represent the next level of human evolution, the advanced, more cosmic human evolution. And think about it, this is pretty much where we are returning right now. We all heard about reactivating on all 12 strands of the 6 double helix configuration. It is all part of that cosmic human design. So it really makes sense. It put the dots together. So the Earth seeds were a part of the planetary evolutionary cycle to activate each DNA strand from 1 to 5 to the first 5, and then to anchor in each respective level of dimensional experience for the human species on the Earth. Ooh, take a deep breath, huh? That's a lot of information. It's also put in perspective a more genuine history and also evolutionary state for the Earth. The star seeds, now we talk about the Earth seed. Now, the star seeds were also part of the evolutionary cycle to all the dormant DNA strands, which are the next 5, 7 up to 12, in order to have the template of the divine human intact through the cycles of evolution. That fits absolutely right in. This research material fits right in with what we are experiencing right now, right? We are returning to a higher level of spiritual evolution, human journey evolution, embracing our divine blueprint, embracing the what we call your soul design, your human blueprint, and returning to a state of advancement as a cosmic human design. Wow, that is really powerful. I love that. So even though, sorry about that, even though these DNA strands are or have been dormant, it still keeps the potential of the divine human through spiritual inheritance as a 12-strand DNA design, a template. And this is what we call the 12 DNA strands as an avatar form. Oh, and that's really powerful. Wow, my throat chakra is really feeling that evolutionary cycle right now. Sorry about that. My throat is really moving. I can feel it's almost like I'm living the history of the earth through my throat. I literally can feel it. Well, that's really powerful. So going back to the DNA, each strand, once it's activated, it really correlates to the dimensional field of awareness available to the soul when incarnated in the human physical body. So what does it mean? Now you know that each of your strand of DNA really activate itself in a way that also allow that dimensional field of awareness to support your soul evolution in your actual physical incarnation in a body consciousness or a human physical body, if you want. So again, it ties up so much with what we are experiencing on the planet right now. So if you look throughout the history of human evolution, the Earth history, there has been additional genetic material that has been contributed from various star civilizations or star families, which also create a very large pool of star seeds on the planet. How many of you feel that attraction to the stars, to feel that your family, the one you feel more connected to, wait for you and that feel like connections, whether you have had visitation when you were a child, experience physically in dream state, memories, family heritage. There are so many of us on the planet who can feel that we bring that beautiful cosmic connections to the earth right here, right now in this incarnation. So there's been a lot of genetic enhancement in the DNA of the human gene pool that create also what we call a very deep cosmic lineage right here on the planet. And if you look at the way the DNA design has been put in place, it has this dimensional, this quantum feel to it, which also holds all the memories and the quantum feel of our DNA. So we're definitely moving into a more 12-dimensional awareness within our biological form because we are returning to that full activation. And you will see more and more as we are evolving, awakening, as we returning to living in a more divine design, the way you think, your perspective, the way you feel, the way you connect, how you relate to the planet, how we relate to each other, and all life forms evolving on the planet. So all human biology have the potential to receive genetic acceleration. And in fact, and the fact that many star civilizations, the advanced one, the enlightened ones, have contributed to the gene pool was also to help this genetic acceleration so we can return to a fuller spectrum as divine being and the human cosmic design. There was a lot of evolutionary investment that has been done over thousands of years to allow the 12 strand of DNA template to finally regenerate. So we're looking at moving from a fragmented individuality expression and returning to a more complete state of oneness. So that includes all aspects of us. If you think about it, your physical body changes. This is the week. We're still feeling the week of the summer solstice, all the solar frequency coming to the planet. We have feel changes. Many of you feeling ascension symptoms. Sleep pattern have changed. The way we respond to food, oxygen, breathing. So we are evolving, and that acceleration, that evolutionary advancement that also create, you see the points here, also create that connections to the awakening, finally returning to a 12 strand configuration, that template within ourselves, the DNA template. So this is one of the major purposes for all of these star family coming in and creating, adding gene, manipulating the DNA, helping the human design to return to a higher form, a divine form. I feel like it's extraordinary to accelerate what has been either dormant, damaged throughout history, even damaged to within our DNA template, within the human races. We have received so much help over so many thousands of years to return to that pristine way of being. Let's breathe into this. Let's just take a deep breath. Release. Beautiful. That speaks to us at a very much a deeper level in the core of our soul. This is why we always invite you to and breathe deeper, open your clairs, open, the pathways within you, just consciously requesting, I am ready to open my internal pathways of connection, inviting, allowing your higher self to come into your space. All the answers are truly within you if you think about it. And it's just beyond numbers and quantification or blood type and all of this. We feel it's a little bit distracting when we are so hang on to, oh, what is the percentage of my consciousness, or which star family are the higher ranks in terms of consciousness, or what is my blood type. Just to return, feel your DNA, connect and tap into the quantum field of your being, where all the wisdom is there. Does that make sense? Yes. This is more and more an invitation to go within, feel, listen. The mind will chat. Yes, the lower mind will do what it needs to do. At the same time, you have the ability, create that disciplineship to says, I acknowledge the chattering box of my three-dimensional mind. I honor it. I observe it. At the same time, there is much more to me than what my lower mind and all those distracting thoughts are telling me. Mm. That's already just a decision to make, that there's much for me to learn, that just through my third dimensional mind, the lower mind. It already making a declaration within you that you are willing and ready to listen to other aspect of self, including your higher self. Does that make sense? Yes, of course. Absolutely. We're also going to talk about the human acupuncture points in regards to the starseed races, the soul groups, how everything ties up together. And we're going to do also a clearing technique to help us be more grounded, more present. So stay with us. We're going to take right now a very short break. So when we return here on Ascending with the Arcturians on Transformation Talk Radio, we'll continue to talk about star seeds and how starseed comes to really hold, be conduit of higher frequencies, what we call anchoring living conscious energy on the planet. And I know that that speaks to you right now. So stay with us. We'll be right back right here on Transformation Talk Radio. And we're back here on Ascending with the Arcturians. Welcome back. Before the break, we talked about star seeds, also the earth seeds, the 7 main root races and the additional 5 root races. If you take a look at 7 plus 5, that also combine with the 12 strand of the DNA template. So we're moving on, continuing with the star seed races. And what I'd like to do right now is to do a clearing technique to help all of us to settle into our energy, just zone out from the noise, the distractions, whether it's the 3D narratives, the distractions of our thoughts, busy schedules, allowing a moment in time to feel and connect to ourselves. Does that sound good? Yes. Let's do this. So we invite everyone, just always sit comfortably, feet on the ground as much as you can. And if you would please go ahead and just close your eyes for a moment. Beautiful. And let's just take a few deep breaths. Just feel your breath, just naturally. And with each breath, feel that it's going deeper and slower. You are sinking deeper into relaxation every time with each breath. Just let it flow. Feel the breath moving through your spine, moving into your chakra network, opening all of your inner vortex of energies, balancing gently your acupuncture points, opening your internal gateways of light. The gateways of light are to your entire nervous systems, feeling those connections with all there is, to feel that you are at peace and in oneness. And now on the next breath, we're going to shift to breathe to the gateway of your heart. Breathe to your heart center with divine grace. And you feel that you are opening yourself more. Your body increase its abilities to hold higher frequencies of light. And just keep breathing deeply and slowly. Beautiful. And now invite your higher self to come into your higher space, your sacred space, and this beautiful quantum field around you. A quantum field of divine energy, cosmic peace, harmony. To feel the presence of your higher self. Remember, this is you. It is the 99% part of you. So you may feel a warmth around your heart, a familiar sensation around you, like a blanket of light. You may see colors, frequencies, sacred geometries. Just allow the language of your higher self to be completely in harmony with you. Your soul knows, your body recognizes, your heart understands. Sometimes your higher self may come standing behind you with both hands on your shoulders. Just feel this presence of light, so much love, complete acceptance. It is you in a higher form. And feel that you are accepting and welcoming your higher self in your sacred space with divine ease, divine joy. It's like a reunion, a family reunion. Allow your higher self to be an active part of your life, to receive guidance, wisdom, directions, reassurance. Your higher self is here to also help you to enhance your inner gifts, opening all of your clairs, expanding between yourself, your higher self, and all there is. Feel this truth, this energy permeating every aspect of your physical body, the subtle bodies of light, your energy field, in every aspect of your life. Beautiful. Let's take one deep breath through the heart, breathe in, and exhale, let it go. Expand. Expand in love, expand in light. And feel that your light is expanding like a beautiful supernova going everywhere. Helping, uplifting everyone around you, in your home, your neighborhoods, everywhere on the planet. For all sentient life forms, including animals, including trees, water, elementals, every woman, every man, every child on this planet, including the Earth, the solar system, the Milky Way. And your energy knows no boundaries. Your energy, your light is limitless, infinite. It goes all the way to reaching also our star families and other evolving sentient life forms within the multiverse and beyond. How magnificent it is. Wonderful. Does it feel absolutely amazing? Calming and very empowering. Beautiful. Let one more breath. Breathe in. Release. You're now welcome to open your eyes. Welcome back to your space. Ah, Beautiful. So as you integrate into that renewed space, we continue about the star seed races, the soul groups that are truly designed to hold and be conduit of higher frequency of energy. This is how they do it. They come here to encore higher frequency energy and bring this energy into this reality system. So here on this earth, we are the earth, we are the planet, we are one with the entire ecosystem in which we are evolving. So these energy are being exposed to the planetary grids. All these beautiful higher frequencies of light also are being implemented into the grids of the earth, the celestial grids, the universal grids in our bodies, in our energy field. And that's actually how human acupuncture points work. That's how they bring in these energies into this realm of reality. They feel that all of your acupuncture points connects, bring in higher frequencies of light, living conscious frequency, anchoring that into this reality system, the solar system, into the earth, the grids, into our body. This is how we build, and this is how we weave larger fields of energy. And this is what we call the morphogenetic fields. And what does it mean? A morphogenetic field is a form holding blueprint. Did you see how absolutely complex, powerful, amazing you are? All of us combined. And why are we sharing this information with you, this research material? It's to bring it back to more of a conscious connections, to bring it forth on the conscious mind. So you can realize that what we just did, the clearing breathing technique a moment ago, really ties up to expanding this morphogenic field. This field, this form holding blueprint. You can just visualize the acupuncture points within you. Just ask to connect and it is done. Your consciousness, your intention lead the way. So you can just feel that I breathe through my acupuncture points and I bring in higher frequencies of light, higher frequencies of energy, cosmic light, solar frequencies, and I redirect those energies or those frequencies into the earth core, to the grids, to the very complex system of grids in this reality system, which also uplift the third dimensional 3D reality to a higher plane. And also for yourself, expanding more and more, weaving larger energy field. This is something available to you now. You can even do it from your home. And remember, your consciousness and intentions lead the way. So it's a blueprint with an instruction set that gives that life form its quality and attributes. Everything is consciousness. So when you connect to this morphogenetic field, or if you want this blueprint, you know that this blueprint has instructions or codes in it. And those codes, sets, or series of codes give life form with quantities, qualities, attributes, energy. So we're here on Earth with these particular, very unique DNA genetics, star frequencies that we bring, whether you come from Lyra, whether you come from a star system that may be unknown by name, you still carry those star frequency within you because it's part of who you are. It's part of your field. It's part of your blueprint. And the list goes on and on. So these energies are directly connected and are part of the expansion of the human consciousness. And the human consciousness is also part of universal consciousness. Everything is interconnected at all times. Even on the days you may feel less well or less connected, you are still connected nonetheless. That's rhymes. It's beautiful. It flows, right? You're always in a state of interconnectedness. So everything, all these codes, this energy, the blueprint template, the morphogenetic field, everything contribute directly to the expansion of the human consciousness. And this is exactly where we are right now on the planet at this point. This is why we share this information with you. So you can just listen to it, absorb it, feel it, and experience it. It's all about experimental, implementing in your own way. These are very powerful times. So as these grid sets, really much so, how these grid sets feed into the critical mass of consciousness with energies and codes and light. Well, what does it mean? It means that we are contributing to accelerating the organic timeline of ascension. All these codes of energy, star frequencies, consciousness is a part of what we've been calling the ascension codes or the ascension process. This energy, those frequencies of ascension. And I know that many light workers have expressed a desire to understand and to make sure that they are part of the ascension. You're part of the ascension because you're on the planet. Your existence shows that. Regardless of the path so far, remember that you can choose differently at any given time. I choose to step outside of the energy of fear, anxiety, depression. I make that conscious choice. The moment you say that, the mechanism, there's a biomechanism that start to get into place. That means that something just open up. And instead, you can start focusing on contributing more light, first in your own body, contributing, expanding into your mental faculties, your gifts, understanding yourself better, bring your higher self, working with the acupuncture point within you, just feel them moving through you, opening, knowing that you're part of something a lot bigger. And your consciousness has direct access to these codes. What they look like, it's not about what they look like, it's about consciousness, it's about light. It's about understanding this is a part of my natural blueprint. Remember, you are here by soul design. And that soul design have also a very specific synchronicity, unfolding of events. What do you have learned? What you need to learn in order to expand and reach a higher level of consciousness. That everything fit together so beautifully. So let's take another deep breath just to allow everything flow. And you understand your heart knows exactly what we are speaking of. Your inner spark has all of the answers and it's within you. So this is what we call returning to living to the essentials in a pristine way, in a very empowering ways. And this is all part of the message that we bring. Stay with us. We're going to take a short break here on Ascending with the Arcturians. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the star seeds and how it fits with you. And also, we want to share with you two really exciting conferences coming up in July and August. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And we're back on Ascending with the Arcturians here on Transformation Talk Radio. Before the break, we're talking about the human acupuncture points and also the morphogenetic field, how much the field is a form holding blueprint, and that blueprint has codes, energy, information that also, contribute to life form with his qualities and attributes. So it really shows us how much we are this beautiful, complex, living mechanism of energy overlapping with each other. Now, you are a library of information, and you may feel like on a day to day, I feel otherwise. Sometimes I feel I know nothing, and that's a perfect place to be because at the same time, you remain teachable, adaptable. You tell the universe, I am ready to receive new knowledge. I am ready to receive new downloads that help me to support my life path, my spiritual growth, and overall my evolutionary process. So when sometimes we feel that we know nothing or we know little, it's a great place to be. This is something that my galactic team always reminds me all the time. They said, the more you remain teachable, that means that you are constantly in a flux of expansion and change, just like the universe overall is. Everything is in a constant state of flux of changes, expansion, evolution. And when you're allowing yourself with being in the flow of that change evolution, you're also aligning yourself with what we call your own unique soul divine timing. You know, we talked about this before. This is very important. It's bigger, much more aligned to you. It's just saying everything aligned, everything happened in divine timing. Yes, this is what we're talking about. It's about a much more aligned blueprint and alignment that is unique to your soul. So you can feel, and how you will see this, events start to flow. Synchronicity comes to you. You're thinking about something, a solution manifests itself. Start to feel that everything start to move forward with more ease, a less struggle, a less mental, you know, structure, and to feel like your mind has to take it over and resolve everything. When that happened, I would invite you to step back, breathe, and ask your heart, what does my heart has to say? What wisdom my heart can provide on this? Whether it's a decision, a solution, um, a situation, a thought. Always ask your heart as well. This way, it gets you out of the mental construct of the 3D mind. It brings you into a higher mental faculties, higher mental state, which is completely bridged in harmony with your heart. So that's a little sparkle of Arcturian wisdom here for you. Beautiful. The cosmic message today for you is truly about your soul connection. If you look at everything we just shared with you about star seeds, the connections, the star frequencies, conduit of higher frequency of energy, you come here with a very unique, hold within you a unique vibrational signature, if you want. And the earth, in her consciousness, recognizes the uniqueness of your vibration, your signature, your frequency. She knows, she can tell that your unique blueprint has been here before. You come back into different timeline at different historical time on the planet. Many people on the planet feel connected to Egypt or the different stages of Egypt, especially ancient times, Atlantis, Lemuria, whether it's the French Revolution, whether it's the Renaissance time. Many souls have returned into different segment, if you want, of the earth evolution. Each and every time you come here as conduit of higher consciousness frequencies, blueprint activation. And if you look at how everything is coming together, even through the evolutionary stages of the earth, through history and timelines, even the DNA has shifted, evolved naturally to bring us back here in perfect alignment with what we call the organic timeline of ascension. We are now coming into a junction of alignment where all 12 strands of the DNA template they're really ready to be fully realigned, reunited, actively, consciously, and multidimensionally restructured in that sense, that return to that sacred template. That, I don't know about you, but I can feel and see or perceive the bigger picture. And that also brings a lot of energy, vitality, and determination to keep going, stay strong in your light, and bring the determination to release and let go of the distraction of online, or what is the next information, what is the next video, who's going to say what. Just extract what you need, what inspire you the most, and always ask your inner being, okay, how does it apply in my realm? How does it contribute to my light? And also, how does it inspire me to contribute more light in the world? And that's a great question to ask. So whatever you watch, whatever you accept in your field of awareness as form information, frequencies, thoughts, ideas, and concepts, ask, is this contributing to my light and my empowerment? Is this information going to inspire me to contribute more light in the world and in my world? If yes, then you are in resonance with it. If not, then, just release it back to the source, back to supreme source for transformation into higher octaves of light. And it's a win-win. Makes sense, right? This is why, remember that you are the embodiment of your divinity, and you are the embodiment of your higher self, because you are part of your higher self. So trust your inner power, trust your intuition, follow your guidance. So that will be the cosmic and wisdom that we have to share with you today. And now we want to talk about the two conferences. We're very excited. Wherever I go, my collective, my galactic team always come with me. So we always come as a group. So my husband Peter and I will be at the Phoenix Rising 5D conference in Sedona, the beautiful planetary vortex of the divine feminine on the planet. We're going to be in Sedona, July 23rd to the 25th, at the Unity, I think it's called the Unity of Sedona, or the Unity Church of Sedona. We're going to show you the poster, the image of the conference right now. There will be also a link provided on the screen for you. I really invite you to register and come. A lot of many beautiful speakers coming together. We're going to do an activation. We're going to work with the gateways. We're going to work also with the planetary vortex of the divine feminine. And then also my husband, Peter, will talk about the tensor technology, how it can work, powerful Ascension copper tools. The premise, he has a new design that was downloaded and given to him by Archangel Metatron. I'm not going to say anything about it because right now it's still in the making, but he has really exciting news coming up, new concept. So join us in Sedona so we can really gather. It's a gathering of light. It's a reunion of family of light, cosmic energy under one roof in Sedona in July. So definitely we'll invite you to join our gathering and feel the presence of the Arcturians, feel the presence of other advanced star nations going to be there. The angelic realm going to be with us. I already feel that. There's going to be a lot of being of light that's going to support our work. We are amplifying everything that we do at that conference, working also to restore the restoration of the great divine feminine in everywhere on planet. So join us for the Phoenix Rising 5D conference in Sedona. Can't wait to see you there. We'll be there in person all weekend to share the energy. That's the first conference. Now, the second one, we're going to be here. This one is in August. And I know that many of you have heard of this one already, but we're just excited to be in Mount Shasta. We're going to be in Shasta August 26th to the 29th. for the Hierarchy of Light conference. And again, we're going to show you the poster of the conference. You can see Feel the Light. We're going to also provide the link on the screen. So you can just click on it, all the information, ticket, registrations, lodging, locations, additional information, speakers, including myself. Michael Jaco is going to be there. There's going to be many others, amazing speakers. We are coming into also another gathering of the light. But what's interesting about this one as well is that Mount Shasta is known as the planetary vortex, the divine vortex for the sacred masculine. So you see the correlation. I know I spoke of this before. We are starting our work in Sedona in July. We are continuing our work in Mount Shasta in August. And what we do is that we are bringing the grids together. And that grids also bring, the invitation is to restore again that divine template of the polarity of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine together. That means that everyone's going to be there in person into the grids. We're going to bring a junction. We're going to connect Sedona and Mount Shasta. Also, all of our brothers and sisters from Telos and Argata and other system coming to help us. It's going to be a really powerful gathering of light. So there's two gathering of light going on, one in Sedona in July and one in Mount Shasta in August. And so when I was offered both opportunity to be a speaker at the conferences, my galactic team came and they said, we are sending you on a very important planetary mission. There's a need for restoration. There's a need to also purge and cleanse those two important planetary vortexes on the planet, which allow also a reconnection to the grids and the electromagnetic grids on for Mother Earth. And we also connecting other points where other point on the planet, like moving from Mount Shasta, connecting all the way to Australia with Mount Uluru. From Australia, we're connecting also to New Zealand, and we are connecting all the way around the globe. We are reconnecting sacred points on the planet. So this is really powerful. This is a large aspect of what we're going to be there for, but we're here to connect with you. We want to connect, to feel your presence, to be able to have this exchange, do some energy work, provide a presence. So I am excited to be at those two conferences alongside with my husband, Peter, and many other amazing light-minded people, whether it's coming to the attendancy, the speakers, the organizers, everyone joining us to the visible and the non-visible realms. So join us this summer. It's going to be a really powerful summer. It already started. I know you can feel it. So let's take a deep breath. Bring it into your heart. Release. Beautiful. Perfect. So every time we meet, every time we convey information, it is really to our hearts, to your heart. We can feel you are receiving at the same time activations. Our role is to help you activate to our higher version of yourself. We help you implementing new codes of light. And to our voice, we are also transmitting algorithm of light frequencies and love frequencies, all in a form of interwoven structures of light. So those algorithm of light are also a form of transmission that we are providing to you each and every time we share information, whether it's upcoming announcements, whether it's a technique, whether it's a manifestation, a message. We always provide those algorithm of light, those codes of light to you. As always, it is our privilege to be a part of your journey. Today, we're coming to a completion for this show. Join us next time when every time we talk about new topics, new energy, new activations, It is a privilege to be with you on this planet as we walk this path of ascension together. Thank you for joining Ascending with the Arcturians on Transformation Talk Radio. We will see you next time. So much love to you.
Thank you for listening to Ascending with the Arcturians with your host, Viviane Chauvet. It has been our pleasure being your host and interstellar guide. We invite you to embrace your uniqueness and authentic self. For more information on our healing services and to connect with Viviane, please visit our website, infinitehealingfromthestars.com. That's infinitehealingfromthestars.com. See you next time.